Hello children, how are you all? Hope you are all doing good. So in today's class, we are going to learn about decimal numbers. So we will learn decimal numbers after fractions only. If we know fractions well, then we will understand decimals very well. In decimal numbers, first we will learn decimal place value chart. So children, do you remember the Indian place value chart? So ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, lakhs, and so on, right? So ones means one, tens means 10, hundreds means 100, thousands mean 1,000, 10,000 means 10,000, right? So if you observe here, if we move towards left side, so it is getting 10 times bigger, right? Into 10. The number is getting 10 times bigger. Further, if I want to move from 10 to 100, it is getting increased by 10 times, isn't it? If I want to still move further, it is becoming more 10 times, right? So if I want to move from 1000 to 10,000, so the number is getting increased by 10 times. So now similarly, if I want to move from left to right, how the number will be? So from 10,000 to 1,000, if I want to move from 10,000 to 1,000, the number is getting decreased by 10 times. From 1,000 to 100, it is getting decreased by 10 times, right? From 100 to tens, again it is getting decreased by 10 times. From 10 to 1, again decreased by 10 times. If I move further, right? If I move further towards right, decreased by 10 times, right? So we have 1 here. 1 is getting divided by 10. So it will be 1 by tens, right? So if I move still further, divided by 100, right? So it will be 1 by 100. Again, 1 by 1,000 and so on. Okay. So we call this number as tens. T-E-N-T-H-S, tens. Okay, this is hundreds. H-U-N-D-R-E-D-T-H-S, hundreds. This is thousands. 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 Got it, children? So here if we move towards left side, the number will get increased by 10 times. If we move towards right side, the number will get decreased by 10 times. Got it, children? This is decimal place value chart. Now let us see how we can write decimal numbers. Now I am taking a circle and dividing it into 10 equal parts. Okay, now I'm dividing this into the circle into 10 equal parts. So I'm shading 3 parts. So what will be the fraction of this circle? What is the fraction? What will be the fraction of the shaded part? 3 parts are shaded out of 10 parts, isn't it? So this is fractional form. Now we will write this number in decimal form. How? So in denominator, how many zeros are there? 1 zero, right? So what we will do? We will put point. So we call this point as decimal point. Okay, after one digit. Okay, 3 is there, right? After one digit, we will put point in the numerator. So let us take another example. 234 divided by 100. Now if you see this example, this is a fractional form. Now if I want to write it in decimal form, how will I write? In denominator, we have 2 zeros, right? So what we will do? We will put decimal point after two digits in the numerator. Two zeros or two digits from right side. See here, 1 and 2. So after the second digit we need to put point. So now it's time to learn the definition of decimal numbers. So the number which separates the whole number part and the decimal part with a decimal point is called the decimal number. Here point is called as decimal point. Decimal point. Got it? So the numbers which are after the decimal point are decimal part. The numbers which are after the decimal point are called decimal numbers. Decimal numbers. Decimal numbers. Right? And the number which is before the decimal point is called whole number. Whole number. The point which divides whole number part and decimal number is decimal point. Right, children? So now did you all understood the definition of decimal numbers? Right. So now let us see how we can pronounce these fractions. So this fraction is spelled as 2 tenths. Right? Tenths. T-E-N-T-H-S. See here. 2 tenths. T-E-N-T-H-S. Tenths. And this fraction, how we will read? 35 by 100, how we will read? 35, 35 hundredths. Hundredths. So this is how we will spell. Now let us see how we will spell the decimal numbers. I have 2 point. How we will spell this? 2 point. So after decimal point, we won't call it as 35. We have to read the numbers individually. 2.35, not 35. Remember children, it is not 35, it is 35. After decimal point, we need to read the numbers individually. So, what all we have learned in today's class? First, decimal place value chart and how to write the fraction as decimals, then the definition of decimal numbers. Right children? Hope you all have understood. Thank you.